चलते हैं बजट सत्र की ओर।
उनमें से 22 तो स्टैंडर्ड्स भी नहीं मीट करते। सर, हर दिन दिल्ली में इलीगल तरीके से कई इंडस्ट्रीज और फैक्ट्रीज हेवी मेटल्स, टॉक्सिक केमिकल्स इस नदी में बहाती हैं और सर उसकी वजह से हमारी जिंदगी में जहर घोला जा रहा है जिसके ऊपर कोई कार्यवाही नहीं हो रही। सर, 2021 में दिल्ली सरकार ने ये वादा किया था कि वो यमुना नदी को इतना साफ कर देंगे 2025 से पहले कि वो खुद उसमें डुबकी लगाएंगे। पर सर, हजारों करोड़ रुपए खर्च होने के बावजूद आज भी स्थिति वैसी की वैसी ही है। सर, हालात इतने खराब हैं, यमुना नदी हमारी माँ है और वो आज वेंटिलेटर पर है और सर बस राजनीति हो रही है। सर, मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि ये खोखले बयानबाजी, ये झूठे वादे, ये ब्लेम गेम, सर इससे दशा नहीं बदलेगी दिल्ली की। सर, दिल्ली सरकार को कहना चाहती हूँ कि जब तक उनकी नीयत साफ नहीं होगी तब तक यमुना का पानी साफ नहीं हो सकता। और सर मेरा ये कहना है कि दिल्ली में सर सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट्स को हमें युद्ध स्तर पे बनाना ही होगा, नहीं तो यमुना नदी का यही हाल रहेगा और इसके लिए हमें केंद्र सरकार के सहयोग की भी पूरी जरूरत है। सर, मैंने कुछ पंक्तियां लिखी हैं और मैं उसको बोलना चाहती हूँ। सर, यमुना के किनारे बैठी अब भी वो चिड़िया कहती है, सपने हसीन दिखाए थे सरकार ने, पर सर आज भी मेरी यमुना जहर पी के बहती है। सर, वादा था यमुना को शुद्ध बनाएंगे, पहली डुबकी खुद लगाएंगे। डुबकी चाहे अब मत लगाओ, अहंकार छोड़ो, काम पर लग।
थैंक यू सुश्री मालीवाल, थैंक यू माननीय श्री एन चंद्रशेखरन, ऑनरेबल श्री एन चंद्रशेखरन, रिक्वेस्ट फॉर प्रायोरिटाइजेशन एंड
Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir,
Itari
I would like to bring to the attention of the Honorable Minister for Railways the need for a separate railway corridor to transport manufacturing goods and raw materials from Itarsi in Madhya Pradesh to Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu via Vijayawada. The scheme was announced by the former Railway Minister, Honorable Lalu Prasad, on the floor of Parliament. Along with this, two other schemes were also announced and completed with the help of the World Bank and the Bank of Japan. However, the corridor from Itarsi to Vijayawada, which should extend up to Tuticorin, has not been started yet. Tamil Nadu is a major manufacturing state, and including the scheme in the budget would greatly benefit its industrial development. This scheme has been assured. I do not understand why it is being delayed. Our former Chief Minister Tamil Nadu and now present State Assembly Opposition Leader, Honorable Edappadi Palaniswamy, has also consistently urged the central government to extend this scheme. Therefore, I request the Honorable Minister for Railways to line up the scheme, allocate sufficient funds, expedite its implementation, and support the industrial development of Tamil Nadu. Thank you for giving the opportunity to speak on the funding of the Itarsi Tuticorin Railway Corridor Scheme. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, माननीय एन चंद्रशेखरन जी। माननीय श्रीमती सुधा मूर्ति जी, डिमांड टू डिजाइन न्यू इलेक्ट्रिकल ग्रिड्स एंड सफिशिएंट चार्जिंग पॉइंट्स फॉर इलेक्ट्रिकल व्हीकल्स। माननीय सुधा मूर्ति जी,
Thank you, sir.
Your subject is demand to design new electrical grids.
Giving me a chance to talk.
Yes.
There's a saying, Shubhaste Panthanu Santu. Oh traveler, when you are traveling, everything should go well. With beautiful roads from the Department of Transport, under Mr. Nitin Gadkari, we are all enjoying the great network of India. But there is a small problem in that. He himself said that the 40% of them, the pollution, it comes from the road transportation. So this is the time for us. We have to think about pollution and how to reduce it. There are many ways to reduce, but I want to take one way that is known as the electrical vehicle, and we call it as EV in general. When you have electrical vehicle, things will be better, pollution will be reduced, green gas emission will be less, carbon dioxide will be less. It is fine. But to have that, we require following things. That's my suggestion. If we follow that, it will be really great. Number one, there is a new word by the name range anxiety. It has come into the picture. That means if you have electrical vehicle, you are always under anxiety when the battery charge will be over. So you have to always look at when I get a charging station. And when you get a charging station, following things, so you have to think there will be a big queue. Second one, in winter it doesn't charge very well because the battery cannot take it. Number three, how much time I get to charge my battery. To do all these things, we should have good electricity production. Normally state produces electricity either by hydel or by thermal, maybe some people by nuclear. The kind of electricity we produce, it may be enough for our own state. In that case, where will I bring the extra electricity? I may have 10 charging points, but if I don't have electricity, they are null and void. So this is the main concern, the production and distribution of electricity for the charging points, for the level 2, to reduce the range anxiety. Second thing, like heart to the body, for electrical vehicle, the heart is a battery. There should be a good BMS, that is battery management system, and there should be a cell which also should be a very good quality. Then only the batteries can work very well and efficiently. Recently in Rajasthan, we have found out there is a new, the Lithium is available. So it will be a great idea if in India we can manufacture our own batteries, and that makes us independent, self-dependent, not dependent like oil. Then we can produce a better design batteries which will help us for the EV vehicle in a long way. There is a third point is technician training. Without that it will be really incomplete because there is no good technical training, or there are people who do not understand this technology. So it's a due.
Thank you. Thank you, Mani Srimati Sudha Murthy ji. Honorable Sri M. Sanmugam, concern over violations of Contract Labour Regulation Act.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. The serious views of the violation of provisions of the Contract Labour Regulation Act and ensure all contract workmen are paid on par with the regular workmen in the organization. Sir, Section 10 of the Contract Labour Regulation Abolition Act 1970 speaks about the prohibition of employment of contract labour by considering the relevant factors. A. Whether the process, operation or other work is incidental to or necessary for the industry, trade, business, manufacture or occupation that is carried on in the establishment. B. Whether it is a perennial nature, that is to say, it is of sufficient duration having regard to the nature of industry, trade, business, manufacture or occupation that is carried on. C. Whether it is done ordinarily through regular workmen in that establishment. D. Whether it is sufficient to employ considerable number of full-time workmen. These are the factors prohibit engagement of contract labour. If the contractor takes license as per the central rules notified under the Contract Labour Act Rules 25(2), Section 4, the rates of wages payable to the workmen by the contract shall not be less than the rates of the prescribed under the Minimum Wages Act for such employment where applicable, and where the rates have been fixed by agreement, settlement or award not less than the rate so fixed. But the minimum wages are fixed only the schedule of employment declared by the rules of the state and central. The government companies like railway, defence and the public sector undertaking do not come under the purview of the schedule of the employment. So, if the contract workmen to be engaged in those organizations, they should be paid the minimum wages of the concerned industrial worker. But this is not happening in the government organization, and that act and rules are violated in the government organization itself. So it leads to private organizations also doing the same. I would therefore urge upon the Honorable Labour Minister to view this violation of seriously and should take necessary action to ensure payment all the contract workmen on par with the permanent workers similarly placed. For addressing all these issues, I request the Honorable Minister through you, sir, to convene the Indian Labour Conference as early as possible. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mani Shanmugam ji. Honorable Sri Sadanand Mahalu Seth Tanwade demand for provision of a stoppage of Ernakulam Pune Express train at Timbim station in Goa.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir, for giving me opportunity for raising an important issue regarding the Ernakulam Pune Express, which currently halts only at Margao in South Goa district. There has been a long-standing request to add an halt for this train at Thivim station in North Goa district. Despite numerous appeals to the Railway Ministry, these requests remain unaddressed. Currently, there is no direct rail service connecting North Goa district to Pune, which forces thousands of passengers to travel to Madgaon in South Goa district to board this train. This situation leads to longer travel times and higher cost. Passengers from North Goa often have to choose between taking a direct bus to Pune or traveling to Madgaon in South Goa district first, both of which are inconvenient and expensive. During peak season, bus fares increases significantly, adding financial burden on passengers. Without a direct train connection, North Goa residents must make a trip to Madgaon in South Goa district before continuing their journey to Pune, which adds considerable time and increased fatigue. Alternative transport like buses or taxi further increases passenger budgets. Students, professionals and even patients traveling between North Goa district and Pune face significant inconvenience. Adding a halt at Thivim station in North Goa district will greatly benefit students, employees, tourists, businessmen and patients traveling to Pune for medical treatment by providing a more accessible and cost-effective travel option. North Goa is a popular tourist district and many visitors will find it easier to travel if they could catch the train at Thivim in North Goa district. This additional halt at Thivim, North Goa district will reduce the financial strain on passengers who currently use expensive alternative mode of transport. Chairman sir, creating a halt at Thivim station would make a travel more manageable for students and professionals with a better connectivity and overall accessibility for passengers traveling between Goa and Pune. Chairman sir, I appeal to the Honorable Minister of Railways to consider the request favorably and take prompt action to address this crucial transportation need. Thank you, Speaker.
धन्यवाद माननीय तानवड़े जी. माननीय श्री मदन राठौड़ जी डिमांड टू एड्रेस द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ बेगिंग इन द कंट्री.
धन्यवाद उपसभापति महोदय. मैं आपके माध्यम से एक ऐसे विषय की ओर आकर्षित करना चाहूँगा जो दिखने में तो बहुत सामान्य लगता है लेकिन है बहुत गंभीर. हम में से अनेक माननीय सदस्यों ने ये महसूस किया होगा कि किसी भी शहर के चौराहे पर जब सिग्नल बंद होता है तो हम देखते हैं कि कई भिखारी आकर के और भीख मांगने लग जाते हैं. इसमें से कई महिलाएं छोटे छोटे बच्चों को गोद में लेकर के और ऐसे आ जाती है कि वो बच्चा बिल्कुल जैसे वो ड्रग दिया हुआ होता है और वो ऐसे लटका हुआ गर्दन और उसकी होती है. ये बच्चे सब गायब किए हुए होते हैं या किसी से और किराए पर लिए हुए होते हैं और वो हम दया करके और उनको भीख दे देते हैं. आप एक कल्पना करें कि देश में कई बच्चे गायब हो रहे हैं जो अभी तक पकड़े नहीं गए हैं. ऐसे गिरोह पनप गए हैं और गिरोह का सरगना कहीं और बैठा होता है और ऐसे भिखारियों से भिक्षा मंगवाता है. अब वो बच्चा जो उसी चाहूँगा कि इनकी छानबीन की जानी चाहिए और छानबीन करके ऐसे गिरोह को पकड़ा जाना चाहिए और उन महिलाओं को काम पर लगाया जाना चाहिए और उन बच्चों का बाल संरक्षण गृह में भेज करके और उनका और सामाजिक न्याय विभाग के माध्यम से उनका संरक्षण किया जाना चाहिए। और अपन ये भी महसूस करते हैं कि कई विदेशी मेहमान भी आते हैं और वो सब ये दृश्य देखते हैं तो हमारे देश की छवि भी खराब होती है। इसके लिए मैं आपके माध्यम से निवेदन करना चाहूँगा कि सरकार के लिए सरकार इस प्रक्रिया को और रोकने के लिए पर्याप्त कदम उठाए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद माननीय राठौड़ जी। माननीय श्री महेंद्र भट्ट, डिमांड टू इंक्लूड
माननीय सभापति जी,
इन हिमालयन स्टेट्स।
मैं जिस क्षेत्र से आता हूँ उत्तराखंड, उसमें अनेकों आपदाएं आती हैं, लेकिन पिछले दिनों अग्नि की आपदाएं बड़ी संख्या में आई है। और मैं कह सकता हूँ कि उत्तराखंड में जब विषय की चर्चा आती है तो उसको मानव जनित अग्नि दिखाया जाता है, जबकि सत्य यह है कि जहाँ का जो राज्य वृक्षारोपण में प्रथम स्थान रखता हो, जिसका बहुत बड़ा भूभाग वृक्षों से लदा हो, ऐसे स्थान पर मानव रचित घटनाएं संभव ही नहीं है। और मैं कह सकता हूं कि घटनाओं का जो मूल कारण है, पहाड़ में पहाड़ी क्षेत्र होता है, अनेकों जंगली जानवर होते हैं। ग्रीष्म काल के अंदर जब वो चलते हैं तो पत्थर के टकराने से अनेकों अग्नि की घटनाएं होती हैं। महोदय, बताना चाहूँगा कि पहाड़ में पिरूल, जो चीड़ की पत्ती का है, उसके कारण बड़ी घटनाएं होती हैं। हमारी राज्य सरकार ने प्रयास भी किया है कि पिरूल की दृष्टि से वहाँ 50 पिरूल संग्रह केंद्र हमने बनाए हैं। 50 किलोग्राम 50 रुपये प्रति किलो के हिसाब से पिरूल खरीदने का काम हो रहा है, लेकिन मैं चाहूँगा केंद्र सरकार भी इसमें मदद करे। महोदय, मैं घटनाओं की अगर चर्चा करूँ, 53,483 वर्ग किलोमीटर वन क्षेत्र उत्तराखंड राज्य में है, जिसमें से वन विभाग के स्वामित्व में 37,999 किलोमीटर का वर्ग क्षेत्र है। इसी पर राजस्व विभाग में 4,768.7 किलोमीटर वर्ग क्षेत्र इसमें आता है। अभी तक 2018 की मैं चर्चा करूं, 2186 घटनाएं हुई हैं, 3,425 हेक्टेयर खेत इसमें जला है। महोदय, 2022 से 30 जून तक 747 घटनाएं, 8,997 हेक्टेयर भूमि नष्ट हुई है, 3 लोगों की मौत हुई है। महोदय, नवंबर 2013 से 13 जून 23 की मैं चर्चा अगर कहूँ तो 1220 घटनाएं हुई हैं, 1,657.67 हेक्टेयर भूमि नष्ट हुई है और 10 लोगों की मृत्यु हुई है। महोदय, ये बहुत ही एक प्रकार से मैं कह सकता हूँ, जिस राज्य के अंदर हम पेड़ लगा रहे हैं, पेड़ की रक्षा करें, पूरे भारतवर्ष को जो ऑक्सीजन को देने वाला राज्य बन रहा है, मैं कह सकता हूँ कि अभी तक भी इसको हमने देवी आपदा की श्रेणी में नहीं लिया है। मैं सरकार से मांग करूँगा कि कम से कम जिन हिमालयी राज्य, खासतौर पर उत्तराखंड के दृष्टिकोण से मैं चर्चा करूं, तो इन क्षेत्रों को आप इसको वनाग्नि के को भी देवी आपदा की श्रेणी में लें, ऐसी मैं मांग करता हूं।
धन्यवाद माननीय श्री महेंद्र भट्ट जी। माननीय श्री संजय सेठ, डिमांड टू ग्रांट इंडस्ट्रियल स्टेटस टू द रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर।
सर, मैं ये रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर जो है वो जीडीपी का एक बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूटर होता है। तो सर, मैं सरकार से ये आज अनुरोध करना चाहता हूँ कि रियल एस्टेट को इंडस्ट्री का स्टेटस दिया जाए। मेरी मांग के पीछे ये वजह है कि रियल एस्टेट के शामिल होने के बाद रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर्स को सस्ते ऋण, महत्वपूर्ण निवेशकों के साथ साझेदारी और इक्विटी में निवेश का लाभ मिल सकेंगे, जिससे परियोजनाओं की कुल लागत कम होगी और ये लाभ सीधे आम नागरिकों तक पहुंचेंगे। इसलिए मैं सरकार से अनुरोध करता हूं कि वे रियल एस्टेट को इंडस्ट्री स्टेटस देने के लिए आवश्यक कदम उठाए ताकि हमारे देश की अर्थव्यवस्था को और मजबूत बनाया जा सके। धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू। माननीय श्री प्रमोद तिवारी जी। माननीय श्री प्रमोद तिवारी जी, डिमांड टू इंक्लूड गौरीगंज चित्रकूट हाईवे अंडर भारतमाला प्रोजेक्ट।
यस, मैं बहुत ही विनम्रता से आपसे जल्दी में कहना चाहता हूँ कि अमेठी गौरीगंज से एक रास्ता सीधा प्रतापगढ़ होकर आलापुर होके चित्रकूट जाता है, जो अयोध्या और चित्रकूट का सबसे आसान रास्ता होगा। गौरीगंज डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेडक्वार्टर है, प्रतापगढ़ का एक बड़ा हिस्सा इसमें पड़ता है और उसके साथ ही साथ ये चित्रकूट और अयोध्या को जोड़ने वाला सबसे सुगम मार्ग है। इस संबंध में मैं बहुत ही विनम्रता से आग्रह करना चाहता हूं कि तकनीकी रूप से, टेक्निकल रूप से ये स्वीकृत भी हो गया है, इसकी सूचना भी मिल गई, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी अभी तक इसकी फॉर्मल सैंक्शन नहीं आई है। तो मैं आपके माध्यम से अनुरोध करना चाहता हूं कि इस मार्ग को राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग घोषित कर दिया जाए, क्योंकि 3 राजमार्गों को, राष्ट्रीय राजमार्गों को जोड़ेगा भी। एक तो जगदीशपुर से लेके प्रतापगढ़ होते हुए जौनपुर की सीमा तक, दूसरा रायबरेली से लेके जौनपुर तक के हाईवे को, तीसरा लखनऊ और इलाहाबाद हाईवे को। तो इस तरह एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग है। मैं आपके माध्यम से बहुत ही विनम्रता के साथ चाहता हूं कि इसे राष्ट्रीय राजमार्ग घोषित किया जाए। गौरीगंज से चित्रकूट का वाया लालगंज, आलापुर और सैनी। धन्यवाद।
एलओपी के बारे में कुछ आपत्तिजनक बातें कही थी, एलओपी ने भी उठाया था और आपने कहा था कि आप अपना रूलिंग देंगे। तो अब वो रूलिंग क्या है सर?
सुनिए बैठिए। माननीय एलओपी श्रीमान मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी और घनश्याम तिवारी जी दोनों ने मेरे निवेदन को स्वीकार किया। हमने पूरी चर्चा की, एक एक शब्द देखा गया और अंत में यह पाया गया कि श्री घनश्याम तिवारी जी ने जो प्रशंसा मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी की वो श्रेष्ठम थी और इसमें कोई आपत्ति नहीं हो सकती थी। उस समय समझ में नहीं आया। घनश्याम तिवारी हैड एप्रिशिएटेड मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे और चैम्बर में कहा कि कुछ भी मेरे से गलती हुई है तो मैं सदन में माफी मांगूंगा। आपको अरे आपको नहीं पता भाई? सदन में उन्होंने कहा। ऑनरेबल मेंबर्स, I take a strong exception to what Jairam Ramesh is saying. What I am indicating is, what I am indicating is that at my request, Shri Mallikarjun Khadge ji and Ghanshyam Tiwari ji both were good enough to come to my chamber. I had the occasion to go through each word of that. Honorable members can go through that. Ghanshyam Tiwari ji had appreciated leader of the opposition to a very high level, and Mallikarjun, sir, let's not. We have regard for you, sir. He has raised it. I hope he has not raised. Again, we'll interact, sir. Question hour. No. Okay. 1 second. And sir, before that, one thing. Even after that meeting, I myself read every word of it. And then I found, no, I'll give time. Then I found that there was nothing objectionable. I had also pleaded with the leader of the opposition that if he finds something objectionable, he may indicate, please, sir.
No, sir, that I have not seen because you told.
I've seen, sir.
You told that I will go through the records. If anything is there, I will come back.
Yes.
And inform the. I told that even Ghanshyamji, it is better the same thing what you have explained me in chamber, the same thing you say in the house.
I will do that.
So,
I will do
so that everybody knows.
Actually, yes, sir. Actually, Ghanshyamji has raised the status of Mallikarjun Khadge to a level of a god. That's what he has said, Ghanshyamji. And that is what he has spoken. And that is what I have seen. And I am grateful to leader of opposition, Mallikarjun ji and Ghanshyam Tiwari ji. Both of them, honorable members, one has experience of more than 5 decades. The other has experience of more than 4 decades. But I am trying to put the house in order. Why should a member of this side, without make a reference, without getting permission of the LOP? Again.
Permission of the chair, sir.
Chair has not given you permission. No, I thought you were supporting Pramod Tiwari on that rail link. So I thought I thought you are associating yourself. So I thought it's a good thing. If a member associates with someone, I encourage it. Can in any case. Sir, Pramod ji, no, sir. Pramod ji, all you are saying is that Ghanshyam ji praised Mallikarjun Khadge ji to a very height. He should again praise it. No, you should again do it. Sir, this is not done. This is not done. Honorable members, I give quietus to this discussion with compliments to Ghanshyam Tiwari for using parliamentary language, respecting leader of the opposition in the highest of traditions, and expressing to me that he is prepared to apologize if he has transgressed in any manner. I have read it carefully. Not only there was no transgression by Sri Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, he embellished the well-deserved reputation of Sri Mallikarjun Kharge ji, and therefore, if a member of this house with about 4 decades of parliamentary experience praises another member with 5 decades of experience, it's a joyous moment for us. Quietus to the issue. I need not come back to the house on this issue. Question number 1. Okay, better. Sir, apology for what?
You say that he has apologized.
He has not. Absolutely not. People don't apologize when they praise. If I praise leader of the house, if I express gratitude to the, if I express gratitude to the senior leadership, Ghanshyam Tiwari ji has praised Mallikarjun Kharge ji. Would any member of this house, including Pramod Tiwari ji, point out a single word from the address of Ghanshyam Tiwari to which exception can be taken? Any word? No, I will not give floor to you. Disturbance.
जिक्र किया था एलओपी का, माइक एलओपी का जिक्र किया था, तो मैं उसे दोहराना नहीं चाहता, पर इतना जरूर कहना चाहता हूं कि जो टोन थी, जिस ढंग से उन्होंने कहा था और जो शब्द कहे थे, वो तकलीफ बोल देना, वो निसंदेह जो डिकोरम होता है एलओपी ऑफिस का, उसके मद्देनजर उचित नहीं थी। टोन वर्ड दोनों को मैं कह रहा हूं नहीं थी।
सुनो, मैं बताता हूं।
दे भी दिया।
नहीं, सुनिए प्रमोद जी, Ghanshyam Tiwari ji was speaking in Sanskrit. Now Sanskrit is a language that requires some kind of orientation. Since you were not present here, you are not. Honorable members, I'll come to one issue. 1 second. No, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, I am not giving floor to you. Nothing will go on record. Nothing will go on record. Again. Mr. Jairam Ramesh, I am about to name you. Take your seat, Rajiv ji. हाँ, अजय माकन जी, want to say something?
कह रहा हूँ किस बात के लिए सर? ये एक बात लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन के साथ में हुआ है, उसके बारे में आपके संज्ञान में ला रहे हैं, सब लोगों के सामने हुआ, इसलिए नेम कर देंगे?
नहीं, अजय माकन जी।
सर आप कभी, सर मैं एक हाथ जोड़ के कहता हूँ, सर आप कहते हैं आप हंस क्यों रहे हैं, आप कहते हैं आप मुस्कुरा क्यों रहे हैं, सुनिए आप बैठे क्यों हुए, सर प्लीज ऐसे मत करिए।
सुनो, अजय माकन जी, नहीं राजीव जी बैठिए, राजीव जी बैठिए। नहीं, सुनिए, नहीं, राजीव प्लीज टेक योर सीट। राजीव जी टेक योर सीट। Rajiv ji, take. Nothing is going on record. Now take it. Honorable members, would any honorable member of the house please point out to me, read from the text what Ghanshyam ji said? Would any member of the house say so? How can a member of this house take floor without telling me that he takes exception to this part of Ghanshyam ji's statement? I can understand. My perception may be different. Mallikarjun ji's perception may be different. A member rises, he doesn't know what he's saying. Once I have not allowed you now, Jairam ji, I will appeal to the senior leadership. Sir.
And sir, you want to know the word he used? Do you want to know the word he used? We have given it to you in writing. इन्होंने इनके परिवार के बात कहा, परिवारवाद का
Nothing is going on record, and
you know it. And you know it.
Take your seat. Take your seat. Nothing going. I request the senior members of Congress Party, the honorable member, totally ignorant of what was spoken. Can someone ask him to keep quiet? Can you ask him to keep quiet first? Can leader of the opposition ask your member to be quiet? Sir, nothing. Question number 196. Sushri Sushmita Sen. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir, we can't have a running discussion on this. No, sir. Give it writing if there is an issue. No, nothing. Nothing. Absolutely. Question number 196. Sushmita Dev. Please. Nothing.
You are speaking in the chamber. Instead of that, you should explain in house what we have spoken there. It should be so clear. Then, honorable member.
Because I have not given permission, nothing is going on record. It will be on if I give permission. I will not. So, Mukherjee. Honorable members. क्यों? ज्यादा नहीं करनी चाहिए. एक बार कर दी खत्म होनी चाहिए. One second. Take your seat. Take it. Let us proceed with the question hour. No, please. No one. Only Mr. Tiruchi Shiva. No one else.
Observations.
Okay.
Please.
Yes, Mr. Tiruchi. What is your observation, Mr. Tiruchi?
Sir, number one, sir, kindly whenever the leader of opposition gets up, give him the floor, sir, and listen to him, what he wants to do. That's my first request, sir. Second is, sir, as Mr. Tiwari told here, what I inferred because the what transport was in Hindi. Sir, Pramod Tiwari, not that Tiwari, sir. No, sir. I recall, sir, one day Mr. Chidambaram asked you, how 267 notice was preceded by another motion? How can you do that? And you were agitated. Because how can you ask, how can you do that? Sir, I told them, it is not how can you do that? How can you do that, sir? It's only the tone that matters. When you are being, something happen, the same will apply to the LOP also, sir. Please, sir.
Fine. Jaji, fine. One second. No. Honorable members, Jaya Amitabh Bachchan is the last speaker on this point. Please, ma'am.
सर, मैं जया अमिताभ बच्चन ये बोलना चाहती हूँ. मैं कलाकार हूँ, बॉडी लैंग्वेज समझती हूँ, एक्सप्रेशन समझती हूँ. और सर, मुझे माफ़ करिएगा, मगर आपका टोन जो है is not acceptable. We are colleagues, sir. You may be sitting on the chair.
Jayaji.
And I remember when I went to school.
Jayaji, take your seat. Jayaji, take your seat. One second, honorable members. No. बैठिए. Honorable members, बैठिए. I know how to deal with it. बैठिए. Jayaji, you have earned a great reputation. You know, an actor is subject to the director. You have not seen what I see from here. Every day, I don't want to repeat. I don't want schooling. I am a person who has gone out of the way. And you say, my tone? No, shit given to you. No, don't applaud now. No, enough of it. No, enough of it. You can't have it. You may be anybody. You may be a celebrity. You have to understand the decorum. No, nothing doing. Nothing. No, not at all. second. Please sit down. Please take your seat. No. Never carry an impression that only you build reputations. We come here build reputations. We live up to reputations. Nothing doing. No. Question number 196. Sushmita Dev.
Sir, she's a member of parliament. How can you call her a celebrity, sir? She's a senior member of parliament.
And the senior member of parliament has a license. Nothing is going on record. A senior member of the parliament has a license to run down the reputation of the chair, to question the tone and tenor. Yes, I have to be in reaction mode to take care of the situation. I have highest respect, but to make it a habit, my tone, my language, my temper, I don't go by script of others. I have my own script. I am not operated by anyone else. Nothing will happen, Khargeji. Thinking has to be from within. Nothing will happen. We have to get... No, Jaji, take your seat. Jaji, take your seat. Take your seat. No. It is misconduct. It's a misconduct. Okay. Get going. I know you want to destabilize the entire nation. Yes. You are out to create chaos in the house. Nothing else is going on record. I shall not be party to this house being converted, Mr. Kharge, as a epicenter of disturbance. You are determined to have your way at the cost of Constitution. You are doing it. It is lack of decorum, disrespect to democracy, disrespect to Constitution. You are walking away from your obligations. You are walking away from your duty. Honorable members, they don't want to participate. They know how to create only chaos. I am surprised. Absolutely. The nation is a priority. The nation is always first. Honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, honorable members, take your seat, take your seat, take your seat, take your seat. Honorable members, एक सेकंड. Honorable members, what a sad day. 9th August 1942. Call of Mahatma Gandhi. Quit India. And this house paid tribute to the martyrs because we got freedom. They are quitting parliament. They are quitting their duty. They are quitting their oath to Constitution. They are showing back not to the chair or to the house, to the Constitution and their sense of duty. And how can we suffer? Leading lights of the ruling party, ultimate controllers of the opposition. Look at the difference. We are in the making of Bharat to be a Viksit Bharat. The world is recognizing us. Accolades are pouring in from all quarters. World Bank, IMF. And the rise is incremental. People are witnessing the rise. infrastructure growth. We are on way to a development journey. His people want to impede. I use this platform with all sense of responsibility. India is a peaceful country. India is a stable country. India has most functional, vibrant democracy. India has leadership continually in its third term. A history in making after 6 decades. India has leadership in Prime Minister that has global recognition. The nation is proud of it. And some people taking note of happenings in the neighboring country are engaging in inflammatory, condemnable narrative. And the ideology to which they subscribe is in silence. It has become a habit, leader of the house, with some of them, that a segment will speak out against the nation. A segment will set at float a narrative which tarnishes our institutions, demeans our democratic culture, weakens our progress, and they will expel the gentleman and take back. It is, I make an appeal to all right-thinking people in the country. It is time for them not to observe silence. Such narratives have to be ambushed at the threshold. Can you see reason today? Last time they walked out with one slogan, LOP, LOP, LOP. Today what they walked out? One of the most experienced members of this house, 4 decades of experience, Ghanshyam Tiwari ji. His only transgression was he praised Mallikarjun Kharge ji. The praise was in Sanskrit. Mallikarjun ji Kharge was invited to my chamber along with Ghanshyam Tiwari ji. Threadbare matter was discussed. It was understood. There was quietus. But as a design, as a strategy, as a well-planned orchestration, to find an alibi to walk out from the house, they stage it. I won't leave of the house. That if such misdemeanor takes place, even at the instance or of the leader of the opposition, I will try to avoid to an extreme degree taking a recourse which otherwise is unavoidable. I have been avoiding it virtually every day. I don't want to make it routine. And today, the top brass was here. What I saw was failure of commitment to nationalism, failure